ahead, we see Spanish students using food for thought. We also find out what Mega Lunch is like at different campuses. All this and more coming up on Vanguard TV. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Vanguard TV. I'm Giullian Canlas, here to bring you the latest happenings at Lebanon Trail High School. In Blazing Hot Topics, Nathan Lowenstein shows us why lunch is a big deal.
With crowded hallways, loud friend groups, and long lines, on Frisco ISD high school campuses, Mega Lunch definitely lives up to its name.
Mega Lunch is an hour devoted each day to better support students and their needs, be it academic, social, curricular, co-curricular, maybe even just kind of vegging out and eating lunch for an hour with their peers. And so we carve it out 1 hour every day in between second and third period. While
Lebanon Trail was the first Frisco ISD high school to implement Mega Lunch, Wakeland High School soon got in line.
We call it Power Lunch at Wakeland, and it's an hour during the day where students can choose between 12:05 and 1:05 when they want to eat lunch. We have lunch available in the cafeteria, and then out of our concession stand we always also sell lunch products. And then they can go see their teachers for tutorials, they can go to the gym and play basketball, they can have team or club meetings.
Since it began, for the most part, Mega Lunch has been received in good taste.
I mean, at first I didn't really like it, but I like how much time we have, because if I have like a third period class where I need to do homework, I'm able to finish it, and it gives me a lot of time to eat at the same time, so it's pretty convenient.
The one lunch is nicer. It's easier to staff my kitchen. It's hard to find people who want to work in the kitchen, so because high schools get out traditionally a lot later than with Mega Lunch. So with one lunch, they can come in, and if they have kids in elementary school, they can still go pick up their kids and have time to do stuff after work.
You get to assign students tutorials that might need the extra help, that maybe because they ride the bus or have other commitments that they can't come in before or after school. So I think it allows those extra opportunities for students to come in.
With 1,900 kids, there are probably 1,900 different benefits for our kids across campus.
However, where there are positives, there are also negatives.
The Mega Lunch affects our job because there is a lot of trash on the hallways and a lot of chocolate milk is spilled on the walls, and I think syrup on the hallways.
Sometimes I'm kind of like cut off from other people, I guess, because I'm not like forced to expand my circle, I guess.
It's a little bit rocky. One of the main concerns for me is that students aren't accessing tutorials as much. They're not getting as much help from their teachers as I think they could. And the other thing is the teachers sometimes get a little bit frustrated. The halls are a little messier than they usually are. They're crowded during the power lunch because the kids are hanging out in the hall.
I think sales have gone down a little bit because some kids don't want to wait in a line. If I had all the staff I was supposed to have, I could have more lines open and get kids through faster, and that would definitely help.
While cafeteria sales may have gone down, it's been reported that students who take advantage of the time have seen an increase.
I've seen an improvement in student grades because of Mega Lunch. I've seen that students who come in for extra tutorials or review sessions we may not normally be able to hold without Mega Lunch, that their test grades will improve and things like that.
While Mega Lunch at Lebanon Trail is currently in effect, it was briefly taken away last year.
So really what we noticed in the last week of April was 1,400 kids that really weren't using it for its benefit. They're really just hanging out for an hour making bad choices. So what we recognized was student safety was compromised, the cleanliness of our school was compromised, and we kind of needed to reset that. And so couple my decision with not needing it for academics and then couple that with some poor choices by students, it seemed like the right time to just reset before we start our fourth year with seniors, letting them know what traditional lunch looked like.
Now that students have a taste of Mega Lunch, they seem to understand its purpose.
I go to classes a lot, second half of power lunch, so first half I can have like a little break, see my friends, and just do stuff.
I kind of procrastinate sometimes, or I don't understand the concept, so I'll ask my friends to help me, or I'll go get extra help, or go to meetings and stuff. I don't cheat, but I get help.
Like the saying goes, everything really is bigger in Texas, even lunchtime. I'm Nathan Lowenstein for Vanguard TV.
Thanks, Nathan. Lunch options sure have come a long way. Maine Academics lets us know how Spanish students don't have a chip on their shoulder, it's in their hands as they get a taste of culture.
Culture plays a significant role in everyone's life, and here at Lebanon Trail High School, it's crunch time.
The topic we are studying is foods in a foreign language culture, which for us in Spanish class is the Spanish culture.
We were learning about Doritos Locos, which is common street food they have in Mexico.
You go into deep and you go into a lot of more detail in other classes of what you get to eat, you get to experience what that culture experiences on a daily basis.
This longtime treat has been winning a few hearts, but some say
trying the Doritos Locos because it tasted awful, but I never tried before.
The purpose of the Doritos Locos activity was to help students learn about other foods in the other cultures, and then it was just a really fun chance for them to get to try some new foods that they normally probably wouldn't try on their own.
Although not everyone liked the treat, they say it's made them open to new experiences.
Get to learn about the food they eat, and it wasn't that good, but it's still like a cool experience.
Spanish teacher Megan Graves says this lesson gives her an opportunity to learn more about her students.
What I enjoyed the most was the students actually really liked the activity. They really liked the food and they want to have it again, which was surprising for me that some of them actually tried foods from another culture and that it was actually good, considering what it was that was in there. It was Doritos and carrots and hot sauce, gummy bears and lime. You would think that would actually taste good together, but I ate some also. It actually ended up tasting pretty good.
It seems students like their lunch as an experienced tradition. I'm Hamsini Chella from Vanguard TV.
Thanks, Hamsini. Many students' love for language expands outside of the classroom. Here's more with Blake Hammond and The Corral.
Students in this club at Lebanon Trail are expanding their vocabulary and enjoying cultural experiences.
Spanish Club offers something for everyone, from snacks to conversation.
It gives students a chance and a place to come and share a mutual interest in the Spanish language and Hispanic culture.
My favorite part about this club is that you get to communicate with other people on a culture that you don't know very well.
Members see the club not only as a way to learn, but to also let others know about their experiences.
It motivates me in my pursuit of my love for the Spanish culture, the language and culture, and spreading that love to everyone else.
There's a good handful of Hispanic people, and there's a good handful of people who just speak or understand Spanish. And it's really cool to be able to talk to those people, and you get to see just the diversity of just Latin America in general. And I think that for me, that's the most exciting part, just seeing how diverse it is.
To expand your knowledge on Spanish culture, see Miss Ray for more information on Spanish Club. I'm Blake Hammond for Vanguard TV.
Thanks, Blake. Ava Yokobaitis shares the gift of giving with the Create to Donate Club.
Some areas of our school are built on kindness. We share this stitch in time with the Create to Donate Club. Members in this club see it as an opportunity to reach out to others outside of the school environment.
I saw the description behind of why they wanted to start it, and it was such a good cause, and I thought it was going to be really helpful to the community, and I thought it would be really heartwarming and heart-touching to the ones that they give the artworks to.
The club allows students to have an impact on others.
So we made over 150 fall cards to donate to Children's Hospital. Right now we're actually just making friendship bracelets and just little miscellaneous crafts to all put together in care packages to give to nursing homes.
From the ability to give to others and the wish for longer opportunities to create, students show commitment.
I like that I can use art, the thing I like, to give to someone because I usually just draw and it's just in my room. It's fun and it's really nice.
So Create to Donate, basically what we wanted to do is make things like different art, but we didn't want it to just solely be an art club. We wanted anything that's remotely creating something. We wanted to put that to use, create something, and then give it to places like children's hospitals, and we are, I think, giving stuff to a nursing home and refugee places, just anywhere to make people smile.
The Create to Donate Club works to improve others' lives. I'm Ava Yokobaitis for Vanguard TV.
Thanks, Ava. Those projects look really great. In Stampede Sports, Stephen Nguyen brings us to the end zone of this year's football season.
Lebanon Trail High School football season kicked off as they took their teamwork to the field.
We got our first 2 district wins this year, and it's pretty big for us.
I would say it was an improvement upon last year. We were 1-9 last year, and we 3-7 when you look at wins and losses. But that was something to be excited about. But also watching our kids improve and being competitive in most games, and unlike we were last year. And so that was good to see and know that we're on the right track.
I had a pretty good season. I made first team all district and had 13 touchdowns.
Their teamwork allows them to improve themselves.
I hope our kids can understand a little bit more about what it takes to be successful, and not only to get successful, but how to maintain success, and understand that there's a lot of hard work and sacrifice that goes along with it. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get better as a coaching staff to make sure we fine-tune what we need to do to fit our kids here at Lebanon Trail.
Every good team has their weaknesses, and Lebanon Trail recognized theirs.
Some of the challenges have just been building it from ground zero, trying to find continuity amongst the coaching staff, continuity amongst the teammates and players, leadership, which is something that we've lacked from the player standpoint of view, because we just started with nothing but freshmen back 3.5 years ago, and so those guys didn't have any seniors or anybody in front of them to show them what the expectations was running or building a football organization at the high school level. And so it was real different and difficult to say the least, but I think we've made progress.
Well, this season we improved a lot from last season. We won 3 more games than we did last year. Next season I hope that we have a winning record and we're able to make the playoffs.
One of the accomplishments I think we've seen is getting through 2 seasons of varsity football. Also, the majority of our kids that actually started with the program back when the school opened in 2016 actually finished this year in 2019 as seniors. So that was something that I was really proud of, that we was able to keep the majority of the kids that started the program from day one and finishing it all the way through their senior year.
I'm Stephen Wynn for Vanguard TV.
Thanks, Stephen, for that report. That's the end of this episode of Vanguard TV. Join us next time to see the latest security changes on campus and how the aerobics class works it all out. I'm Giullian Canlas for Vanguard TV. Thanks for watching.